Hey everyone, welcome to Overlanding World, and in this video we're going to be building a functional trunk shelf system for our Land Rover Discovery 2.
We are David and Tiffany, and oh yeah, there's Larry, our Land Rover. And here at Overlanding World, we're diving into reviews and how-tos that you as an overlanding enthusiast want to know. So buckle up and join us on this adventure all here at Overlanding World.
So since we go on camping trips quite often, we have a pretty set format of how we kind of put everything in the car. We have our fridge, containers of food, and we have chairs. Then we usually have also a stove. Sometimes we bring the table, sometimes we don't. But kind of everything has a place when we're going camping, but on the way back we kind of just throw everything in there because we're over and we just want to go home. So we really want to have a more structured look back here and just have a specific place for everything. That way nothing gets lost, everything has its own place, and overall I think it'll make camping much easier.
So where are we going?
We're going to Ace to buy the wood to build our shelf.
Let's go. Okay, the price of lumber has gone through the roof. The planks are like $25 each. This is $10.
No.
It's fucking crazy.
Alright, so we have 2 pieces of wood right now. Honestly, we have a little sketch that we made. I think we showed you guys a clip, but I feel like every successful project starts off with a very poor sketch of something. So we'll have everything that we need except the little drawers that we're going to use to be able to pull out the fridge. I think we're going to go to Home Depot for those just because here they don't have ones long enough. I think we need like 28 inches or something because that's how long or wide or long our fridge is. Everything that we need except the drawer things. And now we're gonna play a fun game where we see if it fits in the car. Alright, here we go.
Shit.
Oh, there! Diagonally is the key.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We still have some wood left over from this one, right?
Yeah, but it's like scraps, I think. I'll just sand so you can get the
We got a new drill.
Yeah.
Tiff is already ready to go.
Are we going to Home Depot?
Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
And as always, we need gas. All right, let's go find our drawers. You think we're gonna find them?
Well, not the drawer, the metal
slides.
thing.
Well, that's a slide.
Well, we better find them, otherwise we're not building a shelf. So we found them, but the biggest one they have is 24, so we're trying to figure out how we're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got the drawer slider thingies, and now we're gonna go back and show you guys like everything that we got. And then yeah, we'll start actually cutting and doing stuff. Comments?
Let me drive.
Alright. Yay! Alright, so as for wood, this is what we picked up from Ace. We have 2 of these. These are going to be the base, and these are 3/4 inch, and they are 7 inches by 6 feet. Then we have the big one here. This is a 1/4 inch, and it's just 4x4. Then moving over to this one is just another 3/4 inch, and this is a 2x4. And then the last thing that we picked up as for hardware, I guess, is the drawer slider. As we mentioned, we needed a 28 inch, but we could only find a 24 even after we went to both Ace and Home Depot. So we're gonna try to make this work. If we can't make it work, we're just gonna order one online, but we want to get a chunk of it done today. So we're gonna figure out a way to make this work. But this is a pretty heavy duty one. It has the ball bearings, so I feel like it should be able to hold the fridge, hopefully when it's fully loaded as well. So then that's what we have for hardware, and then we'll move on to what tools you guys should get. Alright guys, as for tools, we have our saw, jigsaw in case. We got the drill that we just purchased today. Then we have this wood glue. We're gonna see if we need this, maybe just to overall make it stronger, but we might need it in the back just because one of the pieces might not be long enough. Then we have these D-rings. These are gonna be actually bolted to the shelving itself, and then we're gonna be using these rubber bungees to connect it to the trunk, since we already have these D-rings that are in the trunk for, let's say, tying something down. So this is just gonna give it more stability and keep it from moving. Then we have some wood nails in case we need it. Then, you know, hammer, drill bits, attachments, everything. We just like to get everything out of the garage. That way, if we need it, it's here. We don't gotta go searching for it. But yeah, we're gonna start measuring and get going.
Alright guys, so in the back, what we want to have is we want to have the table all the way in the bottom. So like, let's say if we're putting everything in the trunk, the table can be the last thing to go in and the first thing to come out, because you want the table to be the easiest to be movable. So since you want to put stuff on it and then stuff from it inside the trunk. So we're gonna use this, what was it, 6x7 little plank to make the base. But I think the table is like 4.5 inches thick, so we're gonna make a base on the sides to give us a little platform that the table is gonna slide into. So we're gonna cut that right now. We just marked it and use our table saw and start chopping up. So we cut the base plate. Now our trunk is 35 inches deep, so...
No, 33.
33?
I think.
Oh yeah, 32, 30, yeah, 33. Alright, so we're gonna cut 2 base plates for the sides that the main thing is gonna sit on to hold the fridge and then the little shelves, whatever. So we're gonna cut that at 33. We just cut this at 5 inches. We might have to make it to 4, I don't know. Hopefully we don't. So where is it?
We'll go measure then.
33, and then
Alright, so this is what we were talking about when we said it's going like on the side as kind of like the base. The table is going to be
just Pierce
sliding in right there. And then to also clarify, these are the little D-rings that we're talking about. So they're already bolted. They just kind of pop up, pop down. So we're going to be hooking the bungee in the back though, not in the front, but in the back. But this is what it looks like.
So there you go. That's our platform.
The table's gonna
Table
slide
goes
in
down there. Fridge goes here. Shelves go there. And that's about it. Not really rocket science. Alright, so these are our slide outs or for our fridge, right? Now they're 24 inches, I think, huh?
Yeah.
24 inches long. But I don't know, I think they're advertised for 24, but they come out a lot longer. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. So right now we're gonna make this little like cubby thing that the fridge is gonna sit in, so that we can mount this to that wooden platform so that the fridge can slide in and out from. So yeah, I just want to make sure it's not too thick that it covers like where the fridge hooks up, but it's not also not like small enough where it's kind of flimsy. So let's see how that goes. And I might be scared that we might be running out of wood, so I don't know. Yeah. This one's already done. She's calling it quits.
No, not. My feet hurt.
She's already sitting.
Yeah.
Are you giving up?
No, I'm just taking a break.
Alright, so we're currently building the little platform that the fridge is gonna go into, right? So this is what we have so far. We have cut out the base plate that the fridge is gonna sit into, and these are the side mounts. Now this is plywood, and this is a wood, a plank?
Yeah.
So we're kind of making set holes so that when we put the screws through, it doesn't crack the plywood, so it can be pretty strong. So you can see we just like drill through, and then we're drilling into the plywood, so we can use our wood screws and wood glue to mount it all together. And we have our little slides that we got from Home Depot that are gonna go on this guy, and it's all gonna dot like that.
Just applying some glue, and then it says on the instructions, it says to clamp it for 30 minutes, but we are going to be using the screws as well, so I feel like that's going to be holding it, and then we'll let it dry and then do the same thing.
All right, so we just, so we put, so we put the screws in on this base plate, and then I'll show you guys how it looks right now. We're gonna wait for the glue for that to dry, and until then, we're gonna start working on this thing, on the part that's gonna go in the
Just like
trunk right now.
the base part, we're just going to glue and screw it in like this on both sides.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. It sits in there, right? So kind of like that. So we recess some of the screws so that they sit in there perfectly, and it's not too tall, so it's not covering the vent right there. And yeah, and you have the handle right there already on the thing, so we don't have to make another handle right there. So we're gonna wait for the glue to dry on this one until we do some more, until we mount the rails, right?
yeah.
And until then, let's work on the base plate that's gonna go in the trunk. I mean, everything's gonna go in the trunk.
At the bottom. We're getting delusional because it's hot. Okay, so we just screwed in all of those to connect the bottom plank to our base here. So we also glued it like the other ones, so we have that all set in here. Okay. So we need to go get, I think, 1 or 2 more of the big planks of wood, just because
we didn't count this right.
we don't have enough. But so that's what we're gonna go do right now. But as of right now, this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna have fridge.
So the fridge goes in here.
Yeah.
These slides are gonna go like this
On both sides.
on both sides, and then there's gonna be another plank that's gonna go here, another one there, another one in the middle, and then a top, and then a middle separator for these guys. 18 plus 12 is
30. Okay, so we are giving more like a little visual right now. We're gonna start building the kind of walls of it. We got 2 more of the wood, but I mean the fridge is gonna go there, and then we have the 2 containers. They're not gonna sit on top of each other, but we're really just trying to get how much height we need and all that. So I think the next thing is building the walls on the side of the fridge and then going from there.
alright, guys. So the middle plank that's gonna go up, that's gonna hold the 2 shelves and also gonna hold the slider for the fridge. And we want that to be as strong as possible, because honestly it doesn't have a lot of support from anywhere. So if we were to just put it down and put screws at the bottom, that wouldn't be very strong. So what we're gonna do is bring it here. So I kind of drew it out a little bit. So we're gonna cut out these parts right here. So this guy's gonna go, and then we're gonna have parts there, and then this guy's gonna go, And then we're gonna have a part there, and then this guy's gonna go. Right, and then we're gonna have these, and these holding it on. And then it's gonna just slide in, and then it's gonna have as much gluing surface as possible. And yeah, I think this should give it the most strength.
Uh-oh.
Gotta make it bigger with this.
Okay, trial 2.
A little bit better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you go down more, no? Okay, so after we put these in with the seats up, then we had to do like a cut so it would fit because the seats kind of come back at an angle. So yeah, this is how it's going to look. Like we've said like a bajillion times, excuse me, sir. The fridge is going there. Containers going there. Table going there. We're getting somewhere. Oh my god, that rhymed. Okay.
One thing we're scared about though right now is that like
We're losing
like
space.
space like here in this cubby, and like when we put the other one we're gonna lose space there. So we're trying to figure out how not to lose the space basically, because we really use them a lot. Like our compressor goes in there, and then we put a lot of like propane tanks in there. One idea a lot of people do is they turn the rear windows into like doors where you can reach from the outside in. That's an idea that we've talked about, or like just, or we're thinking of like slicing these a little bit like that to get more access there. Maybe we'll do something like that. We're still like brainstorming, trying to figure it out because we're kind of lost. I'll pass it back to Tiffany.
Yeah, I put a jacket on now because it's getting cold, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm not worried. And scene. Okay, we are in full drawer effect. We put this because it's like way lighter just to test first. Go ahead.
Ta-da! Can you see me?
Yeah.
Better now?
It's like pitch black, but we're still going. No problem. So yeah, we got that all set.
This is
And
cool.
I know, it's actually coming together. We're scared to put the fridge on it yet.
Alright guys, we're continuing to work into the night. So
Into the night. It's like 8
can you
p.m.
see anything?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
Okay, cool. So we have the fridge in. Now again, I think we said before that we're trying to maximize the rooms on the side to like we can reach the stuff. As you can see, like this thing is getting in the way. So we're thinking of like cutting these, like something like this, so that we can still have access to all our stuff there and all our stuff on this side. And yeah.
Oh. Alright, so this is what we were talking about. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is building the shelf that's going to go in between that. And then eventually we're going to put the top on, and then we'll be done.
Woo! And it's
What time is it?
8:48.
No problem. We'll finish. Okay, so in order to build the shelf that's going in the middle, we're kind of going to do the same thing we did to build this wall, which is like making the little holes and what are they called? Resets?
Yeah, recess.
We're going to be doing that on both sides. And then since this one is a little flimsy as it is, we're going to be able to push it and then slide that shelf in, and then it's going to sit. Then we'll be able to bolt this in, this wall in to be straight, and bolt this one to the shelf, and then we'll do the top. Yay! Okay, so this is what we were saying, how we were gonna kind of get it in there. This is from one side, and the other side looks the same. So we also used some glue, and then we just bolted it or screwed it in, excuse me. But yeah, that's how it is. So it'll hold like quite a bit of weight. And now the next thing to do is to put the top on. Alright, so we got it in the car. We put the top thing on. We just shoved some chairs in there for now. But we're going to be finishing this off tomorrow. Putting the D-rings and the bungees in the back. And then building the back of the shelf on the bottom. And then we'll be all finished. Comments?
Honestly, way better than I expected.
Yeah,
I didn't
honestly.
expect the shelf to work all the way. And see, like, comes out.
We just have to put a little bit more support on the hinge there because it is like bending a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's okay.
But we'll add a few more screws tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then it should be fine. So yeah, looking pretty good.